What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck 9916, and welcome back to the MLB 17, the show, Road to the Show. We're playing on the 4th of July, so our manager's going to give us a little pep talk telling us to basically carry the game with pride and honor the United States of America. Matt Davis, obviously, from Massachusetts, so he will be doing that in this game against Arizona. Hope you guys are having a good week. I want to apologize for not uploading in like 4 days. I've actually been in bed sick the last couple days, so I also apologize if I start coughing in the middle of this video. It's been a rough week. I didn't get out of bed at all on Tuesday. Finally, had to get out of bed today because I had a job interview and it went well. I will be starting work next week up at my local airport. That will not impact my ability to make videos at all. I'll be working 3 days a week, 8-hour shifts. Obviously, I'll still be able to get videos up before and after work on those days, so no problem with that. Just a little something exciting, though, to bring you guys some of that news. Otherwise, I'm mostly feeling better. I think I'm just finally starting to get there. Still kind of, just head cold and all that. It's really bad. I was running a fever as well, but enough about that. Let's talk about some happier things. Matt Davis up here in the major leagues, and the Dodgers are winning 7-0 here on the 4th of July. I think I got a hit, and did I get hit? No, I didn't. So I have been struggling so far in the majors, trying to bring my batting average up, trying to play a little bit better. You see Clayton Kershaw right there on 4th of July gets the complete game. I make the catch to finish that one off. So nice to see our star pitcher playing well. And we head into our next game playing against Arizona again. We are 40-46, so needing to go on a bit of a winning streak here in the second half of the season if we want to have any hope of making the playoffs. Playoffs isn't what I should be thinking about. I should be thinking about myself because I'm playing horrible. I do get a base hit there. They actually counted that as a hit. Should that have been an error? Probably, but it's a hit. Either way, I'm going to be on first base with 2 outs, and I'm going to break off for second. Unfortunately, the batter strikes out, so I'm not able to get the stolen base. A little bit later, game's tied at 1, and I get a fly ball. Good job by me cutting that off. Those balls come to you quicker than you think they're going to, and luckily, I'm starting to learn that as I make the catch. Next at bat, I line one to right field. That's going to be a base hit, so I'm 2 for 2. And that one, no doubt, is a base hit. Nice job just taking that pitch and pulling it for the base hit. That's a pitch you probably want to go the other way with, but either way, a hit is a hit. So now I'm on base again. Am I going to try to steal this time yet again? Yeah, obviously. Here comes the throw into second, and it's going to be just late. So I do get my stolen base, and I advance to third, but unfortunately, the batter flies out to left field, and that's going to be it for the inning. I don't score. We'll come into the bottom of the 6th. Base is loaded, and I strike out on a changeup, and we are down 5-2 in this ball game. So now, in the top of the 7th, we end up retaking the lead, but the Diamondbacks are going to get a nice little hit here. I'm going to run in and make the catch for the out. Making good plays like that, keeping that tie-in run off base. We'll flash forward to the bottom of the 8th. Runner on second. Good insurance run, but I swing and miss at another changeup. That one was right down the middle. I just swung a little early. I hate those changeups. They continue to get me. I get 2 hits, but also 2 strikeouts, so kind of 50-50 in that game. And we'll go to our next game. Look at these statistics so far, guys. 174 average so far. Not very good in just 23 at-bats. Obviously, it's only 23 at-bats. I have 4 hits so far, probably about 10 or 15 strikeouts, so I got to work on that. Head to our next series, though, playing an interleague series against the Kansas City Royals. My Minnesota Twins are playing them this weekend. They actually are playing a doubleheader today against the Rockies as I strike out right there. I do the same thing right here in the 4th, as you'll see in a second. But the Twins lost the first 2 games to the Rockies in the series. They're playing the doubleheader today because they got rained out yesterday. And they currently have a 1-0 lead, so excuse me, I told you I'd probably end up coughing in the middle of this video. There we go. Hopefully they can get the win in this last game. Twins are doing pretty well. They're in first place. If they win this game, they'll be, I believe, 1 game ahead of the Cleveland Indians, which is pretty exciting. As I mentioned, I did go to Cleveland last weekend to see the Minnesota Twins. I haven't uploaded since that, and they actually won the game, so that was a pretty fun experience. Heading to Cleveland. Went up to the beach at Lake Erie, got some pictures of the lake, some pictures of the skyline and stuff like that. You guys know, if you've been with the channel for a while, I'm into photography a little bit. Actually, I'll leave a link to my Instagram page in the video description. So if you're interested in seeing some of the stuff I do outside of YouTube, go ahead and give me a follow. I post all kinds of things, basically stuff from where I go. It's mostly a photography page, but I post things of obviously where I live, where I go to school, and just, you know, fun stuff like that. So I'll link to that in the description. I did post a picture from the Twins game. You guys might have seen this from over the weekend, but it was the game where a squirrel ran out into the field and the game got delayed for like 10 minutes because they had to chase the squirrel, and there were players and everyone trying to chase this squirrel as I'm going to chase this ball. Look at that catch. I just robbed a home run. That's the first one of my career. Remember, if you watch Dodger films, how long it took them to do that? Yeah, take that, Dodger films. It only took me about 5 games in the majors to do that. But there you go. And that keeps the game within 2-0. But anyway, they had to chase down this squirrel. And eventually they got him because they kind of cornered him. And then he like ran off into either the grandstands or like the maintenance hallway. I'm not sure where it was. It was the other side of the stadium from where I was, so I couldn't see it. But it was pretty funny. The crowd was all on their feet. They were all cheering. They were all laughing. And it was definitely something that made that game memorable. And it was all over the news and stuff that night, all over MLB.com. So kind of funny. It's kind of awesome when you go to a game and then they're showing highlights from your game, the one you went to. Kind of makes you feel like, hey, I was there to see it. So it was a fun experience going to that game. And, hey, I've already been to 2 ball games this year, which is pretty exciting. I know I'll be going to one in Pittsburgh by the end of the year, so I'll definitely at least go to 3. Maybe I'll be able to find a chance to go to an additional one of that. I don't think I've been to more than 2 baseball games a year in real life. Well, major league games in real life. I've been to, like, high school games and stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever been to more than 2, which is actually kind of bad considering how big of a baseball fan I are and the fact that tickets are like $10 if you live in Pittsburgh because the Pirates are always horrible and they sell the outfield seats for like $9 a piece. But whatever, back to Matt Davis now. As you see, we win this game against Kansas City. We are on a bit of a winning streak despite the fact that the Dodgers are not a very good team. We have won a lot of games in a row. Let's see if we can win the last one of this episode. We head to my least favorite ballpark, Miami, and look at our record, guys, 45-46. So we were 40-46 just a second ago, and we're 45-46 now. We won. How did we win 5 games in the course of this episode? I must have not played in a couple games or something, because all of a sudden we have a chance to get back to 500 if we can win this game. I'm going to pop one up here with a runner on second. Second baseman goes back. Excuse me again. And makes the catch for the out. We'll go to the top of the 6th. It's 4-0 here. I'm going to get a chopper to the right side. That's going to be a double play. The good news is we have the lead. The bad news is that I get into that ground out. Luckily, I do actually beat it out, so it's not a double play, but it is a fielder's choice, and the next batter will just ground into another fielder's choice, and that's going to be it for the inning. Flash forward to the top of the 8th, runner on first, still 4-0, and I line this one to center field. This one, unfortunately, is to the center fielder, so well hit, but it's another out. And just like that, I have another 0-for-3, 0-for-4 game. Bottom of the 9th, 4-3, Miami almost came back, but I'm going to make the catch here, and we are going to win, and the Dodgers are at 46 and 46, and that, guys, is going to be it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Sorry if my commentary was a bit off today. I'm still getting over being sick and just trying to clear my head, clear my nasally voice and my cough and everything. But make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll post a link to that Instagram. And for now, we'll see you next time. I'm Mr. F like 9916. Peace.